No, how come you always get to be the princess? I want to be the princess this time. What? You always get to be the good part. No, don't look at me like that. No, I'll tell you what to do. How about that? How do you like that, apples, huh? Oh, you don't like apples at all? Oh, oh, hi kids. I was just playing with my friend, the celery here. Yeah, trying to get along and not have my own way, but yeah, you guessed it. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Farmer Fred, Francis, Frank, Ferder, Ferdinand, Flugella, but around here, people just call me, no, they call me Joe. Yeah, Joe, just Joe. Today we're going to be talking about being selfish, trying to get your own way all the time, not putting others first. We're going to be looking at Jesus when he went to the Garden of Gethsemane. Go ahead and turn to your neighbor and say that, Gethsemane. Yeah, it's kind of a strange word, huh? But it's a garden where Jesus was before he was crucified. Jesus in Gethsemane, we're going to play another round of what fruit it is, and the Gotta Know It today. Do you want to know what it is? Do you? Do you want to know what the Gotta Know It is? Do you want to know what the Gotta Know It is? I'll bet you do. It's coming up. So are you ready for this episode of WFET? Here we go. No, I'm not coming over to your house. No, you come over to my house. No, I'm not playing that. No.
And now it's time for what? Fruit is it? No vegetables allowed.
The leaves of the tree are Wfet. Known as Armenia in ancient times. Grows better in cold climates. It rhymes with spraycracker. Apricot.
Willie the Tomato here, and the mood is tense. As you can see, we've moved our location to the political capital of the entire universe. Not Washington, D.C., of course. We're outside in Washington State because Mama said I needed some sunlight, okay? I lost some color, so I came outside to get some sun. I took your 11 cents and I bought a clipboard. Now all I need is a piece of paper and a pen, and I'm going door to door for your signatures. For your signatures, because we want to take this global, baby. We want to take it global. Mom told me to be quiet. She's waving at me from the window. I was upset at my mom because she made me come outside. Day 3 saga ends, but you know what? A new saga's begun. Clipboard saga. And that's what's going on now. And we're going for it. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. What did you think? You there in the back, what did you think? Yeah, right. Anyway, I got mad at my mom, but it reminded me of a childhood saying that my great-grandfather used to tell me. He used to say, you'll never be worst if you put people first, if you put others first. It reminds me of what my great-great-grandfather used to tell me before he was thrown on stage in Wales. Well, he didn't tell me. He told my great-grandfather and my dad. My dad told me it, okay? But seriously, point the same. You'll never be the worst if you put others first. You'll never be the worst if you put others first. Huh. You know, it's true and it rhymes. I like that. Let's say it together, guys. Come on, everybody. 1, 2, 3. You'll never be the worst if you put others first. Good. God, I feel like we could write a magical ballad, a ballad that would be magical. We could call it Willie the Tomato and Friends. Or just Willie the Tomato. No. Yeah, that sounds good. Please, call in, pledge your money. We raised 11 cents day 1. 33 cents day 2. You know what I want to do today? I'm going to need about $999 and about 44 cents. That's what we're going for today, people. What's that number again? 555. Let's say it together. We all know it. A bunch of 5s. Pick up a phone, hit 5 a bunch of times. You'll reach one of them. And you can pledge your allowance, pledge your sister's allowance, pledge your allowance from 2 weeks. Ask your parents for an extension on your allowance, pledge that. That'd be great. Willie the Tomato here, and reminding you guys, you'll never be the worst if you put others first. Like me. And the pledge.
What's that number again?
Hey kids, we're back again this week with another verse. So, you ready for this? Everybody stand up. I got this down this week. Gary always wants you to stand up. So, stand up. Everybody stand up strong, tall. Okay? Remember, it's a fruit of the Spirit. So we're out of 1 Corinthians 13 again. So that part's going to be easy. And remember, the love is we're giving ourselves a hug. So it's love. Everybody got it? So it's 1 Corinthians 13, and now we're up to 6. Everybody got it? That's the way I do 6. Some people go like this. 6. Okay? So it's 1 Corinthians 13, 6. Love takes no pleasure. Now, my greatest pleasure is a big bowl of ice cream. It's got to be vanilla with chocolate syrup. So think vanilla ice cream, chocolate syrup, maybe a little whipped cream on top. That is pleasure. And then when you eat it and you take that first bite, you go, So everybody think about that bowl of ice cream and make that face when you take that first bite of ice cream. It's, that's good stuff. So love takes no pleasure, and you take that bite and go, okay, got it? So it's 1 Corinthians 13, 6. Love takes no ice cream? No, it's not ice cream. Love takes no pleasure. You're thinking too much about ice cream. Think about the taste, but not the whole thing. I've got you all confused. But it's pleasure. Don't get confused now. Pleasure, not ice cream. 1 Corinthians 13, 6. Love takes no pleasure in evil. Now, we don't like evil, do we? So we're going like this. Evil. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices. So when you rejoice, you're going to lift your hands and your eyes up to heaven. And Devin, you're good at this. You're going to go, oh. Okay, Devin, you got it? Okay. Oh, just like you're an angel. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices in the truth. So the truth is the opposite of evil. Whoa! Is Gary doing that to me again? Okay. 1 Corinthians 13:6. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices in truth. Got it? One more time now. One more time. I know it's an easy one, but we need to practice. 1 Corinthians 13:6. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices in truth. Okay, good luck in the competition. See you later.
You know, it's very hard not to be selfish. But in our Bible story today, Jesus not only tells us not to be selfish, he shows us how not to be selfish. So let's turn in our Bibles to Luke chapter 22. Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation." He withdrew about a stone's throw beyond them, knelt down, and he prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done." An angel from heaven appeared to him and strengthened him. And being in anguish, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was like drops of blood falling to the ground. When he rose from prayer and went back to the disciples, he found them asleep, exhausted from sorrow. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Get up and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation." While he was speaking, a crowd came up, and the man who was called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus asked him, "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" When Jesus' followers saw what was going to happen, they said, "Lord, should we strike with our swords?" And one of them struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his right ear. But Jesus answered, "No more of this," and touched the man's ear and healed him. You see, kids, when Jesus was praying, he was saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." Even though he was going to go through the most painful thing that anybody has ever gone through, the cross, he was still putting others, he was still putting us first. Jesus wants us to do that in our own life. I wonder how we would do that in our lives. I wonder how we would do that. I wonder how we would put others first at school. I wonder how we would put others first at home. I wonder how we would put other people first at church or wherever we're hanging out that day. Do you think you can do that this week? Do you think you can put others first? Turn to your neighbor and say, "You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you."
You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you.
You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you. You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you. You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you. You know what? I'm going to put others first this week, and I might just start with you. Who's your best friend?
Jacob White, because he's nice to me most of the time.
Jesus, because
When I have a problem, he always helps me, and I think about him, and then he always helps me solve the problem. Cyan, because she helps me when I get hurt, and she's nice to me, and when I'm sad, she'll come and cheer me up.
When were you selfish?
When I was mad at school and I was playing with one of my friends, and then somebody else came up to me and asked if they could play, and I said no. When my sister was fighting over my cat. Well, I got some clothes, and they were kind of expensive, and my sister didn't get any, so I was kind of like, oh, you didn't get any.
When was the time Jesus could have been selfish?
Could have been selfish to free himself from the cross.
When he died on the cross, being mean and trying to fight back while he was getting nailed on the cross.
What did he do instead?
Do it for us and didn't be selfish.
Yeah, he died for others so they could, he could wash away their sins.
Hi kids, Mr. P here. How's everyone doing today? Mr. P's good. He's been out in the sun, ripening. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be tasting pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Go ahead and turn to your neighbor and say, pretty sweet. That's right, we got the challenge this week. Are you ready for the challenge? You don't even know what it is yet. Here's the challenge of this week. The challenge of this week is to put others first on purpose. On purpose, I said. On purpose. You know what I'm saying about on purpose? I'm saying on purpose. You got to decide to put others first. That's right. You got to decide to, because we naturally want to put us first. So put others first on purpose. That's right. When your mom or dad asks you to do something, put them first. Even if you don't want to, put them first on purpose. If your teacher asks you to do something, put him or her first on purpose. If your friends ask you to do something, maybe put them on first on purpose. Can you say that? Put people first on purpose. That's a lot of P's, but Mr. P likes it because he's Mr. P. Can you do this challenge this week? Girls, are you ready for this challenge? Boys, are you ready for this challenge? Who's more ready? We'll go ahead and check you out on the challenge next week. Mr. P, I pity the food.
It's time for
Wfet would like to thank its sponsor, Peyton's Produce. Peyton's Produce, when only the freshest produce will do.